Coachella 2025 is officially underway. Thousands of people are flocking to the Southern California desert for the first weekend of the Arts and Music Festival. It hasn't gotten off to a great start, though, with some concert-goers reportedly saying they waited 12 hours to get into the campground with no access to food or bathrooms. Now, some of music's biggest acts will take the stage, including Lady Gaga, Post Malone, Charlie XCX, and Green Day. Peter Larsen joins us now. He's a pop culture reporter for the Southern California News Group and has been covering the music festival since 2005. Peter, great to have you on. Before we get to the music and all of those fun things, what are you seeing with these logistics challenges we're hearing about?
We're hearing that a lot of people had a really hard time getting into the campgrounds last night. I was actually driving there to drop off some colleagues who needed to go in and interview people, and we got stuck in a horrible traffic jam, had to go an entirely different way around. The reports are people were up to 12 hours in line, just stuck waiting to get in.
Yeah, in one ill-fated choice in my youth, I did go to the campgrounds, and it only took me about an hour to get in. So 12 is crazy to hear. But look, we know the big names headlining the festival, but who are the other artists that folks have to see?
Well, I like some of the smaller artists. There's a Northern Irish hip hop group called Kneecap. There's a movie that came out about a year ago that's really fun. I think it's online now. They rap in Irish, which is unusual. There's a younger British singer-songwriter named Lola Young who had somewhat of a hit with a song called Messy last year. Vincent Boone, who is the guy who was up for Best New Artist at the Grammys. He's the one who does the flips on stage. You may have seen if you watched the Grammys. So those are some of the ones that are probably going to draw pretty big crowds today.
Yeah, well, with the last name as O'Grady, I feel like the rapping in Irish is something that I would definitely go to if I was there. But look, I mean, Coachella is a very expensive venture. Billboard actually reported that over 60% of general admission ticket buyers used buy now, pay later to pay for those tickets. I mean, do you think that Coachella is going to be able to continue pulling the same attendance if we do see consumers pull back spending more generally?
I'm not sure. I mean, especially with what's going on in the economy now. Last year, I believe, was the first time that they didn't sell out almost as soon as the lineup was announced, with a lot of people still buying their tickets even before they know they're going to play. And this year, I think most of weekend one is sold out, but weekend two has not sold out. So there has been a little decline in sort of the frantic quest to get a ticket, as soon as you possibly can, regardless if it was playing.
Yeah,
it's very expensive.
Yeah, I remember those times trying to get the pre-sale, and all my friends and I were texting each other, did you get them? I do have to ask you about this, though. Weezer is one of the big names slated to perform this weekend. Of course, earlier this week, the wife of its longtime bassist was shot and arrested after a confrontation with police. I mean, do we know if this is going to impact their performance at all?
When that happened, I thought it would. And then Scott Schreiner, the bassist, told some people on the street, paparazzi or somebody caught him out in the wild, that he'd see us at the Coachella. And there's been no announcement that they're not performing tomorrow. So at this point, it seems like they're going to go ahead with the show, despite the incident that happened a couple of days ago.
Yeah, definitely something to watch if there are any last-minute changes. We do know there were some other last-minute changes, though, to the lineup with some artists dropping out. What are you hearing?
Yeah, one of my number one picks to see out here, FKA Twigs, who is an English singer and dancer. She had announced that she was not going to be doing some of her shows in the United States and Canada because of visa problems, and then finally announced that Coachella and her whole tour are off now. Seems like it's just an issue with visas, and nothing with more of a motive behind it, or a reason other than paperwork problems. That's about all I know about that one.
Well, Peter Larsen, thank you for joining us, and have a wonderful Coachella weekend. I will be living vicariously through you.
Okay, thanks. I'll try to do right.